It's a blessing to me that we should meet. So let's thank each in a seat and even those on their feet. See, we didn't think we'd be doing this back in 2003. But hey, here we are on live stream Podbean. Let's hit it off like 80s melodies from Aretha and Tina T. All about that RESPECT that allows one to listen and the other to speak. If we seek, we can find the pod poet that's inside. However, we should remember a poem doesn't have to rhyme, and it can be a full page or just a few chat lines. You can be grown or a child. You or I may have the words the divine uses to save lives. But however you spend your time, right now, we are live. Welcome to the Pod Poets Lounge. You are listening to Naquel, aka host. I'm glad se uno dea. Listen, man, thank you for checking out episode number 8 of the Spoken Word and Poetry Game Show like no other. Welcoming for the first time on the show, an entire crew is here to vibe with us, who are absolutely corralling their passion for poetry while embracing their truth. So please scoot on over and make some room on the giant pod beanbag so we can all get comfortable and build, not destroy. Oh, a little joy. Now we'll get in a couple of rounds of poetry today based on how time goes. We're going to learn about what brings them together. And like me, I know you can't wait to smell what they're cooking in their poetry kitchen. So we're going to let them feel the love. Please be ready to listen with an open heart and an open mind. Give a Pod Poets welcome to our special guest this evening, the crew of Black Love Poetry Series Network. Give it up for them one time. Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, man.
So delighted to have you guys.
Hello.
Yeah,
Let them hear your voice. Yes.
Yeah, man. How y'all doing? Yeah.
Down whispers.
Doing fantastic. All right. That's the voice of Mr. Whispers. We're going to get to know everyone. And everyone is excited to learn about each of you and what makes y'all unique. So we'll start with meet the artist, and we'll introduce you a little bit. So I want to say peace and blessings to everyone. Welcome you to the show again. Poetess April J. Armstrong. Welcome back.
Hello. Yes, thank you.
You are welcome.
Appreciate you.
Love to have you.
Inviting us.
Oh, you got
here.
it. Same
Thank
to you. Of course. Thanks for accepting the invitation. You're back for the second time. And for the first time in the Pod Poets Lounge, we want to welcome Bo Ward. Yes. Yeah. Give it up for him.
Yeah, what's good, bruh? What's good?
Peace. Welcome. And we also want to give it up for Mr. Whispers.
Yes, y'all. How y'all doing out
Welcome.
there?
Doing all right. And of course, the brother, Mr. Akil Ali.
One love, one mic. One love,
already
one
know.
mic, baby. Yes, sir.
Amen. One love, one mic for sure. Black Love Poetry Series crew is in the building. Let's get to know them a little bit as a crew and as adults, really. I want to pose this question to you. Like, you know, there is so much that goes into any relationship to make it work and continue to work. As individual artists, though, following the lead of your own passion, I imagine that for each of you, your purpose either feels very close or it's right on top of your head right now at this point with what you're doing. As a collective, though, of creators and collaborators, something brought y'all together for a reason to create the way that you do as a unit and offer us experiences that you just can't replicate as individuals. But as a whole, We know the whole is the sum of its parts, and so I want to start with the you in the crew. So it's like a little segment where we want to know about the my glue to the crew. So we're going to start with April J. And Akil Ali to tell us where you're from, describe your poetic style to us a bit, and kind of answer the question as best you can of what glues you to the Black Love Poetry Series crew. So you can take it away, April J.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Myself, poetess April J., original Georgia Peach, but I do now reside in Greenville, South Carolina, nestled in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. What else do we need to know? What holds me to the glue? What was the glue? And my poetic style. There we go.
Yeah, poetic style. Yeah.
My poetic style. It's raw, real. It's my truth. From family love, sex, erotic, I speak it all, conscious, historical, but in the end, a lot of people capture it as sultry because of my voice, with my cadence and delivery.
Somebody in the chat might be familiar with it and saying that those butter smooth rhymes are what brings him.
Hello, Officer Chaz. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you for joining, Officer Chaz.
And what holds me as the glue to Black Love, I am known as Mama Bear in Black Love.
Okay.
Yes, I am the co-CEO, CFO right now, TV show, radio host of Your Oral Diction, co-chair, partner around to Akil Ali on the Akil Ali show. We also have Tease, where I play the part of alpha submissive chocolate pudding, who is definitely okay with being submissive to my dominance, Machiavelli the Maniac.
Yes.
But yeah, mostly I am known as Mama Bear to the group.
Okay. Beautiful. And for you, Akil, break it down for us. Tell us a little bit about where you're from, your poetic style, because I know you're on both sides of the microphone. But I want to ask you this question as an artist on the mic, and not so much the curator and producer. And then what it is to you that glues you to the Black Love Poetry Series crew.
Well, my name is Akil Ali Hussein Bashir. Out of Philadelphia, now residing in the Cyrac of Chester, PA. I feel like I'm just stationed here because I have a business here called Tri-State Dental. We've been in business since 1970. Oh yeah, my father founded the business. We save people anywhere from 65 to 85% off the denture needs, and we've been doing that since my father's grandmother died, cooking a Christmas dinner she couldn't even eat. So our passion has always been to help our people to chew the food. So in that regard, my father, I grew up seeing a black man in business for himself. I know nothing else. So this is no different. But the glue for me for Black Love is the labor of love to help poetically teach our people to love themselves. And that's real.
Deep. That's deep. I relate, and I think that message resonates with a lot of us. I think we need that without question. Self-love is like the first love I think one should know, and everything else just kind of flows from there. Beautifully said. We're gonna get to know you a little bit more, both of you. I would like to know if I could hear a little something. April J., do you have something that you could share with us?
Oh, I do. In fact, if you don't mind, I kind of want to do a collaboration with Mr. Ali.
Oh, that's perfect. I do not mind.
Okay, it's a 3-part piece. We unfortunately don't have our third person here.
Okay.
So this is a little lengthy for mine. So if you want to just consider this my only piece, I understand. But I'll go ahead and Kale, am I starting first?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me go ahead and get y'all set up.
This is from our trilogy for Emmett Till. My part is Blood on My Hands, from the perspective of Carolyn Bryant Donham, the accuser of Emmett Till. Over 50 years ago, I lied. This young man died, and here I am still trying to find some type of remorse to exhibit. But invoking this lecherous spirit, my deceitful candor still inhibits me. See, yes, back then I told those men that boy had touched me, had wrapped those innocent hands around my waist, drew me close to his face, and asked me, baby, can I have a taste? Wait a minute, I don't think he said that. As a matter of fact, he wrapped his hands around my waist. And what happened next, you asked? Well, let's talk happenstance. I was alone, minding the store that night. Now imagine my startling fright when this slick young nigger walked in. I couldn't help but to begin to fantasize of all the illegal sins this boy could place my body in. But here's these men, sitting, listening to me tell my propagated story. See, little did I know the pain of my words would birth his life after signing his death warrant. Now seeking atonement before death's door, because my recollection of what happened at the store landed that boy's corpse at the bottom of the Tallahatchie. 3 days of obvious abuse and pain was the only unrecognizable trace left in his face. When his mother kept the casket open, we bared witness to the reality of white privilege, because that nigger boy stepped out of line, condemned to die for the crime of whistling at me, a white lady. That boy didn't get tried by 12, but carried by 6, because he stood by the chocolate candy case, waiting for me, licking those thick lips. He teased me by touching my hand, caressing my senses with his northern swag. But I couldn't tell these men that, how I was digging this fine 14-year-old crackerjack. Had to give them what they wanted to hear. This nigga thought he was big city. They was happy to show how they do in good old Mississippi. Forced from his bed, laid a shot in the head, weighed down, barbed, wrapped around his neck, left for dead. The court applauded without robed interruption, exhilarated at this boy's unheard rage. His cries weaved through more of my lies. But please, I didn't know that nigger boy would be mutilated after my fabricated innuendos in the store that night. One night. Because I need you to understand, nothing that boy did could ever justify what happened to him. But it wasn't my fault. I never asked for this. Not when I told my husband that boy had offended my delicate sensibility. Hear the reality of how I wanted this cute young cat to bend me over and blow my back out. Show me how to do the foul things I imagined, he said. More fantasies, making me want to break free of racial lines to get mines. Never knew my husband and his friend would take this boy's life in their hands, enjoy the execution of best laid plans, and come home to a hot meal and warm bed. But I don't really remember what happened that night, just that nigger boy gave me a startling fright when he walked into my store. In my mind, I heard nasty movie lines. Nothing that boy did could ever justify what happened to him. So yes, here I lie in my deathbed, praying for absolution. When I sat on the stand, those 12 men didn't care I perjured myself to save face, because they rolled out their southern taste of justice in this fixed case. Still, nothing that boy did could ever justify what happened to him. Now, after all this time, I'm telling you I lied. All those unwanted advances never happened. At least not as bad as I said they did. I mean, I was just a 21-year-old kid. Here that boy came and gave me some excitement in his quiet, relentless pursuit of me, showing his conquest off by whistling in front of his boys. It cheapened our moments, ruined the fantasy, but nothing that boy did could ever justify what happened to him. But now, opening old wounds, my ears fall deaf to a mother's sobs for burying her child. A black nation's belly gutted, still no remorse. Not once have I uttered an actual apology for the record. And after all this time of telling this lie, have I never mentioned that boy's name. In peace.
I call this heavenly words of Emmett Till. My battered likeness shook the world. My tear-lit body scared the boys and girls. No one could hide their cries. Why did I have to die? They tried to hide my body with the high river's tide, weigh me down with a 70-pound fan. But still I rise. The truth will be revealed. These mean men have peeled my face from my skull with a hatchet, severed my boy parts to a unique status. They cut off my tongue, mama, with the ungodly shame. Silence because I was screaming out their name. Blame my punishment for having those northern ways. I was just a kid from Chicago. I didn't know how things go down here in the Jim Crow South. Dismembered my lips for whistling with my so-called disrespectful mouth. I'm just a city kid, pranking and joking with my southern friends, but my cousins' faces reveal the grave mistake I made. Kidnapped and given a brand new name, Nika. Unworthy to converse with a southern belle, do tell. I made her uncomfortable with her hands touch. Unaware how this lady's passion has struck a nerve. She's the real perv. I'm only 14 years old with a heart of gold. But mama, why are these white folks so mad? This diabolical situation was very sad. Drag, tortured, snatched from my people's, oh, this can't be right. Removed from my sleeping bed in the thick of night, strung up and beaten and shot in the head. Drowned by this devious hand, but God has told me my circumstance has purpose. Don't you dare pull this curtain, one thing's for certain, my body may be mangled. But my spirit and soul carefully under new management. God has this handle. They won't escape his godly court. All my battered parts will report the horror they bestowed on me. They will not be forgiven. No worries, mama. I'm gonna meet you in heaven. Tell Grandpa I applaud his courage after all. Tell him I saw him stand tall when he identified my killers in the court of law. In front of all of y'all, I know they would have killed us all if he had tried to stop them on that fateful night. I know it's killing him that he had to sacrifice me. In his heart of hearts, he thought I would only receive a good talking to, or a bruise or two. I'm just a kid. What was they really gonna do? Hoping my beautiful baby hazel eyes would save my life. Please tell him to dry his weeping eyes. Stop blaming himself for why I died. The torture I've endured is not in vain. I've heard him calling my name. I felt the praise that he sprayed. These careless crackers are literally insane. Again, the world will remember my name. Hopefully no other mother will suffer the same. Trayvon. Continue to expose these murderers' shame. Show the world again and again what they did to me. But only if they can feel my pain. But vengeance is mine, said the Lord. In due time, he'll settle the score, and we'll all be together again. I'm sure we will, because these are the fearless words of Emmett Lewis Till. In peace.
Very, very heavy piece. That project is serious, extremely heartfelt.
Shouts out to VJ. She plays the mother. She has a piece, 5-piece. She's in the crew, you know, and she ends it out with the mom. Yeah.
Well, shout out to VJ, indeed, and shout out to you too. Phenomenal collab. I love also the fact that you're just keeping these stories alive. I think too often we try to lead ourselves to believe that history or certain events in history are isolated incidents to just a particular time, and in reality, it's not. You know, a lot of times, if you look, you see the consistency with some of these things, and just the use of your platform again to bring light to these matters is I love it. I absolutely love it. I thought that was a dope piece. Woo! Thank you on that one.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's the mandate of Black Love Poetry. And the next piece I spit, it explains our mandate, and that's why we do what we do.
Amen. All right, so we have more to come. Also, still, and I know they got a couple poems locked and loaded right now. Mr. Whispers and Bo Ward. Yeah, I know. But we are gonna go ahead and get into the game right about now. All right. Yeah, let's get into round one of our trivia game. So what I'm going to do is just explain the game real quick. And for this game, because it's a crew, I want to team up for the first time. Actually, this is an official team up. You know when you and CJ Empress teamed up?
Yeah, I was about to say I'm the only queen in here, so it can't be against my brothers.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna let you guys team up. I'll put it down here.
I want beautiful.
Gonna be.
I want beautiful.
You know what's funny? I already teamed you up on the paper. I had Akil right here on the left. And right
baritones for life, baby. The baritones for life. Definitely.
And
yeah, baby.
Was right next to him.
That's
so
right.
It's funny. It's funny you should hey,
beauties against the baritones. We'll take it that way.
Indeed.
All right, so we got our team. It's a real simple, straightforward explanation of the game. I'm going to read the questions and then the choices. You lock in your choice and then tell me what you think the correct answer is. It's going to be 1 point per correct answer. And I might mix it up. I might ask the team a question, or I might ask an individual question, or I might have something for the whole panel and just see who kind of answers first. So be ready for a little bit of anything at this point. I want everybody to adjust their hats right now. Your trivia hat. Go ahead and fix it. Okay. Y'all all good? You ready?
I'll take Black History for 1,000, Alex.
You know what? He cheating already. Wow. Take a point.
I'm actually I'm glad he said that, so I could throw up the categories right now actually in the chat so we can start taking a look at that. All right, so you have an idea. Every forward slash is a new category. So you can peep that, and I'm gonna throw out the test question. Here we go. It's just a test question. Hollywood poets. The following people are both actors or actresses and also poets. A. Jill Scott. B. Lauryn Hill. C. Yasin Bey. D. Common. The question is, who does my wife like better?
I'll say Jill.
I say Common.
Okay.
I gotta go with Jill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
what you said?
Mr. Whisper, well,
yeah,
let's go with Jill. Yeah, Jill.
Common? Okay. Jill. It's Lauryn Hill.
Ooh.
It's Lauryn Hill.
I can see that though. Lauren's dope though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
That's
my
fire.
answer next time.
Yeah, Lauren's dope.
Well, I
man.
know you right. I know
Stop
what you
doing
like.
things too early.
All right. So I got the categories up there for you. We got our test question out of the way. So let's get right into it. First question is gonna be for Akil Ali. You're gonna choose the category for me, and this is gonna be a team question. So you and April are gonna answer this one. Just you two.
Okay.
I might have your opponent steal. I don't know. We'll see. What category for you, sir?
Oh wow. Give me Def Poetry Jam.
Okay. This style of poetry is often seen as the precursor to slam poetry. What style is it? Is it A, improv poetry? Is it B, performance poetry? Is it C, free verse? Or is it D, epics?
I'm gonna say free verse.
Okay. That's a
You
team
know-
consensus?
I'll say you're not
That's a
talking
team-
with your fool.
Well, let me ask about because he's a slam guy. What do you think? What do you think, Christmas?
I think
No.
Wait,
There's a big
why?
wall.
Huh?
Okay.
There's a big wall between your team
Oh,
and your opponent.
okay.
Wow.
Oh no! I thought
Text me
Phil
the-
and Whispers was on the same team.
We are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you are. I'm sorry. I mixed it up. My apologies.
Yeah.
I mean, I take
I'm
that.
sorry, Akil.
I'm sorry.
My apologies, Mr. Whisper. I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Wrestlers. That's the slam guy on our team. What do you think? Is it free verse? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Pro slam.
I would say free verse. Yes.
Okay. So C, final answer.
Nah, we're gonna go performance. I think performance.
Hold on, man. Nah, bro. If they agreed on that answer, you
He
have
said,
to
"Is
pick
it
that
your
answer.
final answer?" Yeah, we switching. We
You
switching.
can't be switching
Like
the
that.
Yeah,
answer.
we can switch. He said, "Is that your
No, you
final
can't.
answer?"
No, bro. No.
Yeah, he's cheating. Take a point.
All right, what you gonna
Performance.
do?
Performance poetry. I think it's
Poetry.
performance. Yeah.
All right, final answer. Okay, performance poetry.
Final answer.
Performance poetry.
All right, performance poetry is
That's
correct.
some bull crap, man. They both came up with the same answer.
Wow.
They both had the
Yes.
same answer from the start.
Right.
They agreed.
No, he asked it.
Hey, it is.
Yes,
what it
read
is.
the
All right.
five
Okay.
final
Yeah,
answer.
Whatever, man.
Well,
All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go. Let's chance to get on the board. Okay, April J and Bo. April J, category, please.
okay. Oh shoot. Musician, poet, or both?
Okay, nice category. Okay, so these
sorry, Bo.
poetic lines are taken from songs by well-known musicians who can also be considered poets in a musician's world. The line is as follows: even if you need, I don't mean to stare. We don't have to breed. We can plant a house. We can build a tree. I don't even care. We could have all three. This line is from A, Charlie Wilson, B, Michael Jackson, C, Kurt Cobain, or D, Music Soul Child.
Oh.
I just posted it in the chat for you as well, so you can read it again. A poet living in a musician's world with bars like these.
I'm sorry, Bo. I don't know.
I would say Music Soul
What-
Child.
Okay, we go with D. All right.
That's on April, though. April, you agree?
I agree with you say.
Stuck for a minute.
I'm with both.
Final answer. Musical time.
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, this one was actually Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, that was my choice. Why we didn't get a chance to steal?
We didn't ask.
Yeah,
we didn't ask.
we
didn't ask.
I'm trying to
Hold up. We don't even know if y'all answered y'all question correct or not. He never said.
See?
That's true.
See?
That is correct. I didn't
He got
get
the
them
answers.
to deal with you.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So you guys got to get on the board there. Bo and April. Next round.
Okay.
Category this time. I need you to select one for me, Mr. Whispers.
I'm here.
What category for you? You want me to repost them?
No, I got one. I got
Okay.
one. If you need me to pick, I'm gonna go
I'm ready
with
for
movies.
Okay.
That's my dog.
I didn't see it till late.
All right. Okay. In the movie Love Jones, tell me, what was the first line in the poem that Darius performs for Nina on stage? The first poem that he did in the movie for her. What
Don't Google.
was the first line?
Get out. That is so not fair.
Don't be Googling.
That's not
Might be a tough one. I might give y'all a chance to steal here. Okay.
All right,
Google.
All right, Bo, go ahead and Google. Bo, you know Google.
They Googling over there, man. It's taking too long to answer. They Googling.
You cannot
Yeah,
find
no,
it.
Whoa.
I'm not.
Where's the multiple choice? Where's the multiple choice at?
My apologies.
Yeah. Y'all don't
Okay.
need it. You don't need it.
Here we go. Was the first line A, say baby, can I be your slave? Was it B, say
Hey.
lady, can you show me? Okay, so we got A from you. The consensus from you and your partner.
Wow.
I hope
man.
you're wrong.
It's a word of advice.
I
From what
hope
I've
you're
seen on the
wrong.
show. Okay. C is Sister Honey Sugar Power. Or was it D, this poem is a teardrop? What was the first line?
I'm gonna go with C.
Okay, so we've got
What
a
was C?
Sister
This poem
Honey
is a
Sugar
teardrop.
Power. She said that she
No, they
No,
don't.
it's A.
No, they don't.
It's A. It's A.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I need y'all
I
to come
believe it's
together right
C.
now. Okay,
It's
I
A.
believe it's C.
who am I gonna let
This
pick?
poem is a teardrop. This poem is a teardrop. I believe that it is C.
Okay,
No,
pretty.
it's A. It's just, I'm telling you, it's A. It's my favorite
Bo,
movie. It's A.
we love the dissension, Bo. We love the dissension.
I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds here to come to a consensus on is it gonna be A?
Man, they've had long enough
D?
to watch the movie.
Damn. All
right.
right. You know, I think I want to go with A too.
Okay.
Yep. I think I want to go with A too.
A is correct.
Yeah, man.
You got it.
Let it be known, Reggie Gibson will be in the building. Black Love Poetry Series, Tuesday, 8 p.m.
That's why they were
You
cheating.
know I
Because
do.
he was coming to the show next week. That's why they cheated. See, that
This
was a real
week.
question, Bo. This week. That's why they that was a real question.
Wow.
And the man told me what the line was himself.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You talking about yeah.
It's our question. It's our turn. I don't want to talk to him.
We're gonna do movies.
Movies. Okay. All right. Hey. Blog Talk Radio. Meduneta was asking for the platform. Reggie Gibson. Is that on?
Oh, I'm
Black
coming.
Yep, it's on Blog Talk Radio this Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sir. Reggie live on the mic. It's our fourth time of interviewing him, by the way. So he's very a friend of the network.
Beautiful.
Dope,
Okay.
bro.
Nice. Make sure y'all check that out. Okay, Bo, you did say movies. Your question is same movie. What instrument is parallel, meaning as he performed, this instrument was playing? What instrument is parallel with the highs and the lows of Darius's poem as he performs it on stage?
Cello.
That's actually not an answer.
Oh, right. What we got? What's the answer? What's the multiple choice?
Hello? Wow. And do we have a chance to steal?
No. We got to get a multiple choice.
No, you don't.
All right, let's go. Multiple choice.
I'm sorry.
All right, come on. I'm ready.
Okay, multiple choice. I'm going to give it to you now. A, was it? I'll type it in for you. Was it Alicia's piano keys? Was it B, a 7-string bass playing? Was it C, a saxophone? Or was it D, a guitar?
I remember, I want to say a bass. He was standing there with his fingers. So
Yeah. We're going to go with bass.
A 7-string bass.
Yeah.
Okay. That is not correct. That one is not correct.
That's a trick question. Based on that 7 strings. 5 at the most. 5 at the most.
So
you got it.
So was it the sax?
It was a sax. Yep.
Yep.
It was a sax.
That's my favorite movie, man.
Okay, I'm still all right.
It's his fault.
All right.
I'm sorry, bro.
All right, we're going to switch over to Akil Ali for a category, please.
Category. Can I hit movies again?
Okay.
Huh?
Yes, indeed. Let me go ahead and grab you. All right. Same movie. Let's just run through the category. Yeah, let's just.
I'm feeling some kind of way about that right now.
You should have chose wisely.
You ain't gonna talk about my partner like that. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, we good. We good.
See? Okay.
All right, let's get into the question. And real quick, just thank everybody for tuning in. Welcome. Poetry is me. Thank you for joining. All right. So your question is for movies. Hope it ain't too easy. But what famous city was featured in the film and is also known as the Windy City? Is it A, San Diego, Oklahoma, C, Chicago, or D, Detroit?
Sawtell, Chicago, all day long.
Chirac.
All right, got that. I think that I hope that wasn't too easy for you. All right, let's switch it over.
Nah, it was hard.
Man, that was
I bet you want more hard ones like that, huh?
Can I mute his mic? Am I loud too? Okay.
No way, I just don't know how from where you are. Okay. You're up. You are up, April J. Category, please.
But would you like to stay in movies?
That's fine.
Movies, please.
Okay. All right, so here we go. What was the name of the actor that played Darius? Was it A, Lorenz Tate, B, Martin Lawrence, C, Tupac Shakur, or D, a younger Bill Cosby?
That's Lorenz Tate.
Thank you. Okay, got Lorenz Tate.
Yeah.
Poetry is me in the chat. Right off, she's thinking it's Lorenz Tate as well. Okay. Do I have the consensus from your team?
Yes.
Bo, yes? Well,
Yes.
bada bing, bada bang.
That's a gimme. That was a gimme.
Bruh,
We were just talking about the man. That was a gimme.
I know you are not saying nothing about no gimme.
Yeah. Listen, I know better than the bass have 5 southern strings, I tell you that.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's known as the Windy City.
Yeah.
You cannot be talking about no gimme.
Wow.
All right, so they are on
Just
the
talking
board.
about the guy.
We've got y'all on the board.
Yay.
Team April J and Team Bo Ward on the board with 1 point. And we've got 3 points for Akil Ali and Mr. Whispers. Mr. Whispers,
Yes,
we
sir.
have one more category from you. Welcome, Wise Mackie. Thank you
Okay.
for joining.
Yes.
How are we feeling out there?
I'm gonna
In the
go
Pod
with.
Poets
I'm
Lounge.
gonna go with. I'm gonna go right back to movies.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
I got one for you. All right. Here it comes.
Is it from Love Jones again?
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. We're going to go a different route. We're going to make a left.
Oh, here we
We're
go.
gonna make a
Deep
left here.
waters. The deep waters.
Okay. Bright Star. Bright Star is a film about poetry and A, creative writings for astronomers, B, the mystery of light communication, C, two lovebirds, or D, the Canadian investment in African coltan. Which of these was that movie Bright Star about, along with poetry? Your choices in the chat. Bright Star. Was it about creative writing for astronomers? The mystery of light communication. Bright Star. Talk to me, Team Akil Ali and Mr. Whispers. How y'all feeling out there? How you feeling out there?
Feeling good. Feeling good. Akil.
You sure?
Bright Star. Wow, that is some bullshit right there. Ooh.
I say lovebirds.
Okay,
Lovebirds.
we've got a lovebirds here. Okay. How you feeling, Mr. Whispers?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff about lights and stuff in there. And,
No, it's lovebirds. It's lovebirds. Trust me.
So he's trying to slick us. He's trying to slick
No,
us. But
it's lovebirds. It's lovebirds. Trust me on this.
He was typing.
I think
I'm
He was
gonna
typing
trust
when
you.
the club was asking a
Trust
question.
me. It's lovebirds.
Okay, you going with lovebirds?
Lovebirds.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good guess. Yes,
Yeah.
you got it. They got that one.
All right. Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're up, April J. He googled it.
Wow. Bo.
Yeah.
Would you like to stay in
Let's
movies?
go. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, movies.
Movies?
Yes.
All right.
What song are you playing?
Okay. That is an instrumental. Get it for you in a second. Your team is ready for their question.
Yes.
Okay. I'll grab that song for you in a second. It's called Love is Real.
Okay.
All right. The Basketball Diaries came out in 1995 and was a story about a poet and artist who recklessly goes through his youth but is saved by his writing? Who played this little speed demon? Was it A, Brad Pitt? Was it B, Will Ferrell? Was it C, any one of those men from 90210? Or was it D, Leonardo DiCaprio? Beautiful Chaos, thank you for joining. Welcome. Wow, poetry is me is not playing.
That's April's inside man. That's what that
is. That's just a friend I invited over. That's all.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to the Sherwoods. Shout out to the Sherwoods.
What we going with, April?
Definitely.
I don't know. I'm inclined to go with Poetry Is Me because I honestly don't. I remember that movie, but I don't remember it being about that.
So all right.
I think it's Leonardo too.
All right, that's who we going. I'm riding with my partner.
Well, it's a fact.
Thank you for. Yeah.
Hey, make some noise for the folks in the chat. Very much engaged. All right. April snuck her in here. All right. Welcome, Taz. Thank you for joining.
So obvious.
I also want to take a quick second and just remind everybody, appreciate that, remind everybody that there are amazing podcasts on this platform and to please take the time to check them out. Some folks are live right now. You can check out, and their show is going to be on and pop in tomorrow as well. So please do that. I encourage you to do so. Some of them are actually here in the chat right now. Feel free, if you have a show, you can just post it in the chat and let folks know if you have a particular time where they can check you out as well. Thank you for joining me tonight here in the PodPoets Lounge. I am joined by the none other than the Black Love Poetry Series crew in the building. And we heard a couple pieces earlier from April J. She did a kind of collabo piece with Akil Ali. Heavy stuff, beautiful, graceful, so necessary. And we are right now in the thick of things with game one, round one of the trivia. So we're gonna get a couple more questions out of this round, and then I know I'm eager. I'm eager to hear from Bo, and I'm eager to hear from Mr. Whispers. Absolutely can't wait to hear these brothers spit. But let me ask you real quick, how are we doing right now? How are we feeling out there? Is the poetry too hard? Is it right where it needs to be? Is your poetry hat, did I knock it off? Your trivia hat, what happened?
No, we good.
Okay.
We good right here.
Y'all nervous? Y'all Googling already? You didn't ask the question yet, man. Y'all already Googling? That's why you silent?
Cheating behind. Listen for Akil typing.
Already Googling, man. He ain't even answered the question yet. Akil, don't send no secret messages either telling them what question to ask, man.
I'm
watching the chat.
Please, bro, ask this question right here.
Calm down. Wow. No one's Googling.
When you do, I'll feature you on my next show. Rivalry is not right.
He's already on that Jill Ali show. He's booked.
You know what? See, it was rigged from the beginning, Bo. Rigged from the beginning.
I see. Right.
Yeah.
Game was already fixed.
You on that show? Come on, home team. All right. Damn. Come on. This is going
We ready with the question, man. Easy peasy.
All right, here we go. Who's up right now? I'm laughing.
We are.
We are.
Okay.
No, it was we are.
No, we are.
No, they're not. They hate. No. Yeah, it's me. Yeah. Thank you, Bo. Get your partner.
Yes, we love your honesty, Bo.
All right. So let's roll it over to you, Akil. Go ahead. What category for you?
Musician and poet.
Musician and poet. Okay. Now this question is just for you. Your partner can't help you out here. Okay?
He can't?
He can't. He cannot help you out. He can only sit and watch. If you're going up in flames, that's all he could do is just sit and watch you. If you're holding a trophy, yeah. So this is just for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Now, okay. Oh, I can't give you that one. Nah, that one might be a little bit too. Okay, here we go. I got you. Sometimes I still talk to her, but when I talk to her, it always seemed like she talking about me. She said, "You left your kids, and they just like you. They want to rap and make soul beats just like you, but they just not you." And I just go through. Which musician said this? These poetic lines. Was it from A, Kendrick Lamar when he was booed up at the time? Was it from Kanye West when he was booed up at the time? Was it from C, an adolescent and slightly younger Childish Gambino? Or was it D, Pop Smoke? R.I.P.
Jeez. Let me read these lyrics again. Sometimes I talk to her, but when I talk to her, it always seems like she's talking about me. I love her. I would say. Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino, final answer.
Yeah.
No, this one was actually from Kanye.
What? He left his kid. Give me having that. What was this?
Wow.
What was this?
Mr. Whispers, you are up. And this one, just for you. What category for you?
What category for me? I'm gonna stick to what I'm used to. I'm gonna say movies.
All right. I got one for you. Okay. We're gonna go back to that movie. Basketball Diaries. And I'm gonna ask you this one here. So the movie Basketball Diaries is based off a collection of diaries from 12 to 16 of Jim Carroll. He was 12 to 16 years old, of Jim Carroll, depicting all of the following except which one? Is it A, torturing very small and cuter than average animals? Is it B, sexual experiences? Is it C, addiction to heroin? Or is it D, his time as a high school basketball player? This collection of diaries contained all of the following except, or depicted all of the following except.
I'm gonna say C, addiction to heroin.
Chad is thinking A. You're gonna go with C, addiction to heroin?
Addiction to heroin, yes.
Okay. That's a really good guess, but it's actually A for this one. Wow. In his diaries, does not talk about torturing very small and cuter than average animals.
Yeah.
This dude is a psychopath. Wow.
It's an interesting read. Basketball Diaries. Okay. Couple more questions, and then we will close out this round. Welcome, Jimmy Crumbs, another podcaster here with a podcast to check out. All right, April J. Armstrong, you are up, my dear. What category for you?
Movies.
Movies, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. James, this is going to be just for you.
Okay.
Just for you, April.
Okay.
James Franco appears in the movie Howl in 2010, where he depicts the life of a poet. Who is this poet? Is it A, Allen Ginsberg? Is it B, T.S. Eliot? Is it C, William Shakespeare? Or is it D, Edgar Allan Poe?
Better not be no damn Tupac.
Doesn't look like it's Tupac.
Better not be.
It's not Tupac.
Okay. What's my multiple choice?
I'm going to throw them in the chat right there for you.
Okay.
Howl. This is a fascinating poem too. When I was drafting the question for this. You know what? Let me stop. Not distract you. Interesting read though. This poem.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that. He was right that was right the last time. So I'm gonna say A. I'm gonna do for you what Whispers didn't do. You're my friend, that. So it's gonna be me and you. I'm gonna say A. I'm with you. Whispers wasn't. I'm with you. I'm gonna say A. Allen Ginsberg.
And you are correct.
Ow! Thank you.
She Googled it.
Whatever. That Googled it for me. They can do that.
Thank you all so much for joining. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
The revolution will not be televised. Those were the questions. All right. Okay. Up on deck, Bo Ward. Talk to me. What category for you?
Man, let's do movies.
Okay. I'll move around and find something for you here. All right. Hope this ain't too. All right, I'm gonna give it to you anyway. What? And this is just for you. What is the name of the actress that plays the role of Nina in the film Love Jones? Go on and tell me this actress.
Long.
Hey,
I don't know what that's going to be.
We get fuzzy animals and he gets DLR. Ain't that something?
Bruh, you got what's called the Windy City. What is called the Windy City? Who does not know that? Come on, bruh.
Thank you for joining. Welcome.
Stop crying.
Oh, man. All right. So listen, right now we are 4 points for Akil Ali. Doing his thing. Let's give it up for him. And 4 points for Mr. Whispers. Doing his thing. I'll give it up.
Yeah.
3 points for April J.
Yay.
Doing her thing.
Thank you.
And 3 points for Bo Ward. All right. So collectively, right, 8 and 6. So it's a close game. It's just a 2 point difference. I want to switch it up a little bit, though. Let's call it a wrap right there for our first round of trivia. You guys feeling okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we good.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Now, I promised that we would get to know you guys a little bit more. Sorry, I gotta read this. No points for me. I was paying attention. All right, we gotta start keeping track of points for the folks in the chat. Like, yeah,
that has 2 points.
Poetry is mean. At least she's got like at least 3 points solid.
Yes,
she's in the running. All right, listen, I got to do better. Okay, it's me. I have to do better. Okay, it's me. I got to fix this. All right. I want to switch it up a little bit, and I want to talk a little bit more with our artists here tonight. Get to know them some more. And I'm going to switch it up and ask Bo Ward to come forward just a little bit. What's going on, Bo?
I'm good, bruh. You good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm fantastic, man. I'm honored to meet you. I know we talked yesterday, but, really getting the kind of vibe. Honored to meet you. Appreciate the company. And our listeners also are honored to meet you. I want to ask you if you could tell us where you're from, about your poetic style, and how you became involved with, and sort of like your glue when it comes to the Black Love Poetry Series crew.
All right. I am, of course, Bo Ward, the beautiful poet. I am from this little small town in Georgia called Indian Springs. My style, I would say, is country because some of the terminology I use, some of the dialect I use is what I've heard growing up in the country. My glue, you know how you got Gorilla Glue, then you got Super Glue.
Yes.
So you just take those two and mix them, put them in a thing, and stir them up, and there I am. That's me. That's me right there. That's what I feel. That's my thing. Yeah, that's
beautiful,
my thing.
Man. Now, there is a lovely atmosphere of phenomenal neo-soul artists and featured poets, and you are responsible for bringing them together at the beautiful Soul Cafe. Tell us when your show comes on, and if you have like any preference when it comes to your performer hat versus your curator hat.
Well, it airs every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get on the list to actually spit or just listen in, the doors open at 6:45 p.m. So I try to make it seem just like an actual cafe. I try to give that ambiance through the phone and through the sound waves that people think they're in an actual cafe. The last question. I don't know. I don't know.
They both get you excited going.
Yeah, indeed. So yeah, I don't know.
I know sometimes the question might seem simple, but when you really think about it, it's like
right. Like wait, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you, please put one hat aside for me, and tightly secure your performer, poet, writer hat. And please, if you have something you could share with us, please delight us, brother.
Okay, got you. I'm going to do this piece called The Art. It's a piece I wrote because I'm trying to figure out if I'm truly supposed to be doing poetry because I've listened to other poets. I've listened to dope poets like Akil, Mr. Whispers, April Jade. It made me think, and even listening to you today, you hear dope poets like that. So it kind of made me feel like, oh man, do you really fit? Are you really supposed to be a poet? Is your metaphors like that? Or is your wordplay like that? Yeah. And I kind of had a talk with myself, and it's kind of like a talk with myself and the Most High God. And it kind of came to this conclusion. And if you're ready, I'm ready to give it to you.
Yeah, man, the mic is yours.
All right. Dear God, I stand before you humbled and broken, truly confused on whether I'm cursed or whether I'm chosen. Am I Job or am I Moses? One poses the question. Not to question your will, but my purpose. Am I to be at service to the multitude through metaphors and verbiage? Never had a speech impediment, but right now, God, I'm wordless. Tongue twistedly intertwined between millions of dope rhymes and verses. See, Lord, you of all people know that I'm not perfect. That's why I'm tripping as I reach for answers and try to come to grips with, am I truly this deserving of such a task to reach a mass of people, to unmask the masquerade that shades their minds, sort of like the blind leading the blind, or better yet, this sinner trying to reach sinners who himself has sinned 1,000 times. Well, if it's your will, then, let me, your little son, shine. Light on all of them so they're not led off the edge like that herd of tainted swine. Hold on to them, holy protector, bring them back, I'm rewind. Because time after time, you've shown me signs that should kill my suspicion of whether I'm truly poetically gifted. Am I to be the status quo or just another statistic? Will I satisfy my critics? And God answered, go ahead and do your thing because I've already fixed it in your favor so you can win. And the devil in hell, he will never, ever touch you again. Because I had a little talk with him and I made him free you of that bondage that he had your self-worth and confidence shackled in. Yet I still pose the question, where will I go? What will I say? Then God added just a little more clarity to our discussion. He said, that's no concern of yours. I'll do the placing of your feet. I'll be in every rhyme that you write. Just open your mouth and I will speak. I'll give you this world as your platform so 1 million souls you'll reach. And I'll keep them so submerged within your words that they'll forever call you deep. See, your presence will be prevalent. Your message will be relevant. They've not seen or have they heard, but your word will be their self-evidence. That I can take the tail, make him the head, and place the world right in his hands, just like the mic when you adjust the height and take your place behind that mic stand. To silence all my haters, non-believers and naysayers. Because of him, I am much greater than God tells me in his ATLian voice. Hey, folk, I never completely let you fail, player. Whatever you want, you can have it. From the smallest city to this entire planet. I gave you a gift, son, and not a habit. So every mic that you breathe life into, you kill him with that black boy magic. See, that's when the pieces starts to fit. All the changes I'd gone through in my life started to make sense. That the reason I write and the reason I spit, I was born to do just this. But a new question now exists. How can I have a $1 billion mind that possesses millions of rhymes, but still only hold dreams of being rich? See, no combination of great minds like the poet Shakespeare or the genius Einstein could collaborate and write poetry half this brilliant. Created so uniquely different than all my father's children, and that's why he chose to make me the one out of 7 billion that was swimming in my head, so much confusion that a 5950 baseball hat couldn't fit it into its proper frame. See, because that question still remained and needed to be explained, and God answered my every question and killed my self-doubt when he made it simple and plain. He said, I understand why you never understood from the very beginning, because you've always tried to get in where you've always been misfitting. You were never meant to fit in. You were made to be the art. In peace.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Let the mic cool off a little bit.
Yes.
It's a wave of passion, man. Love it. Fantastic. I love that piece.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Extremely passionate, brother. Oh, man. That's what we were waiting for from Mr. Bo Ward. Patience. Well worth the wait. Tell me something. I can relate to that piece so much just from when you were breaking it down before you started, because I can relate. I've been in that same predicament and I find myself still there because you still, I know for me, I still see and hear such gifted individuals that it's very hard. It's very difficult to not compare myself. But that's so necessary to really go on that journey where you learn to navigate that almost like second nature comparison that you do with yourself and others. And then on the other side of that is just you stand in your confidence. You stand in you stand in your being, and beautiful things manifest following that. I wanted to ask you, answer this for me. Why? Okay. Why do you write?
Oh, man. A lot of poets say it's therapy. I never really thought of it as therapy for me until I was speaking to someone the other day. And I guess it was in a way. I didn't really start writing because I wanted to be a rapper when I was about 12, maybe 13 years old. And I guess the reason for me writing then, because I had time, and I try not to bring this up all the time, but when I lost my mom when I was 8, so I didn't really have anyone to talk to because my siblings are so much older than me. Like my closest sibling to me is like 8 years old. So they were either grown or like her, almost grown. So we were not on the same level. So me always being by myself, when I started writing rap, it just became a thing for me to write because, hey, I wrote to myself. I spoke to myself through writing rap. So I guess in a way it was therapy. Never thought of it that way, but I guess that's what it was. And so I guess, just like most poets, I write because of therapy, because it calms me. It allows me to express myself and maybe speak for some others when they don't have a chance to speak. Like you said, then you still find yourself in that same boat, which I do too. Still find myself in that same boat when I hear a lot of dope poets. So I guess it gives me a voice. My pen gives me a voice.
Well, beautifully said. Can see that in the chat. Taz has words saying it's very cathartic for her. Looney also saying it's like a release. Very, very relatable. And poetry and writing would eventually bring you into this beautiful ensemble of poets and artists. And I want to shift a little bit to Mr. Whispers and bring you up to the front a little bit. Let me just say, much manners and respect. Mr. Whispers,
Yes,
thank you for joining.
Yes,
Welcome. Appreciate having you on the
sir.
program. Nice to meet you as well. Talked a little bit yesterday, but now my pleasure. You are very welcome. I'm so honored and I'm delighted. I feel super lucky that I'm able to host artists and just people like you guys. It means that much to me. I want to let the folks know you a little bit. So can you tell us, I want to ask you that same question, actually. Why do you write?
Well, I write to basically free my mind. My grandmother told me when I was a child that, God got his hands on me, so I'm constantly under spiritual attack. And I found out as I got older that was real. But I write just because I'm in love with writing. As a child, I got whippings for writing on my mother's walls with crayons. So by the time I actually got to school, I was already writing cursive writing while other kids were stick printing, as you would say.
Okay.
So my mother taught me that. And I was always in love with the pen and the paper. I'm the only child from my mother. So, I spent a lot of time by myself, so I can definitely relate to what Bo was talking about.
Got you. All right. Tell us a little bit about where you're from and your poetic style that you've developed over these years. And then I guess a little bit of what's your glue to the crew?
Well, I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York City.
BX.
Yeah, definitely BX. My style, I started out as a rapper. I was that dude that when it was time to go to another block to battle another crew, they called me.
Okay.
And I have a lot of that in your face type of pieces that I might put out there. But lately, as I've gotten older, I've learned to write about things that actually matter. But my connection to Black Love Poetry series is none other than my sister April J. She pulled me in. They heard me on another blog talk, and they asked me if I wanted to be a part. Akil did at first, and I was like, "No, man, I just want to listen and spit some poetry." And then they they sent April with this old silky butter pecan voice, and I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, like most men do. Most men do when a woman get in them. It's like, okay. So once I got in, I found out that it is really black love here, and I've never felt it radiate like that from any other thing that I've been a part of.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's good when you find that, and you appreciate it even more when you haven't had it, or you had the opposite. So that's great. I love that you guys are moving with a current and a force of love and togetherness for our people. I think it's absolutely vital. Now, your show, we can catch your show, The Flame Within.
Yes, you can catch. I'm sorry. You can definitely catch my flow on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Flame Within, we talk about those really uncomfortable topics that a lot of people shy away from, and
like what?
Know, the question, am I a homosexual because I'm that bum on the couch and Shorty's the breadwinner? And we talk about baby mama drama. Who comes first, the wife or the baby mama? We this Wednesday coming, our topic will be about when is it okay to have sex in a brand new relationship.
Okay.
So we touch those things that a lot of people don't talk about on The Flame Within, and we have fun with it poetically.
Yes.
How soon is too soon? Yeah,
yes.
How
soon is too soon?
Indeed. It's a good conversation to have. I read somewhere that if one knocks the door of the home of the baritones of Blog Talk Radio, they should expect Mr. Whispers to answer the door. Does that sound about correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Why is that?
I just, it's just natural in me. I have that protective instinct over my family, my immediate family. So I'm protective over my black love family. So if you scratch one of them, you basically cut me. I'm that uncle that they got to keep telling, no, uncle, cancer. They died of cancer. It wasn't. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I feel about. Yeah, man, I'm that big brother. I'm gonna come get you for messing with my brothers and sisters. Yeah,
I think that's peace. So I wanted to ask though, as we've already had some comments about just your voice.
Right.
Did you have to do anything special to achieve the dexterity in your voice, or is that just your natural gift?
No. I started doing a lot of different things from a young age. I was that kid that was about maybe 14 or 15 years old, sitting at a bar like an adult without being questioned for identification.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of grew up fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's the brown liquor.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Good to you. All right. I appreciate that. I love learning about the artists, and so do the guests. Folks chilling in the chat. At this point, Mr. Whispers, can you please share something with us?
Indeed. I was in my mind thinking about which one. I got. You know what? I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna give you something. Like, do you want to talk about? Do you want me to give you something about these streets, or you want me to give you something that you wouldn't normally hear from most men?
I would. I want to say something unexpected for sure. I always like that.
I got you.
And thank you for giving me the option too. The truth.
That's no problem. This piece right here is I wouldn't say a surprise or a shock, but the beginning of it will throw you off. And this piece is called 8 by 10.
Okay.
All right. In some form or fashion, half of you are locked in some prison, be it your husband or your wife or just your way of living. Some of you right now in here are locked up by the spirit of fear, especially the women whose husbands has been beating them for years. To the point where she doesn't even shed tears. She becomes immune to his doom, so she dances to his tunes as she patiently waits for the music to start. And even though her eyes are swelled, she knows how well he plays her piano in the dark. And while he plays her piano, she sings soprano until she feels good. Leave? She should. She probably would if she could, but she thinks breaking up her family is a sin, so she remains locked in. It's mental 8 by 10. What about a few good men? The ones who were constantly pushed away from day to day to only one day foolishly realizing that he might be better off gay. I mean, he couldn't get love at home, so he asked a brother for a hug through brotherly love, looking for affection, and realized that both of them had erections. And through male bonding, they made their own corrections. And this was caused by the strife of an unloving wife. Both of them are now stereotyped in the world's 8 by 10. What about a mother and father's greatest treasure, like a child, dragged through drastic measures of peer pressure, hoping that their friends don't close the door on their 8 by 10s? And if so, you as the parent live long enough to receive their amends, and society's already predicted their end, and that's in an 8 by 10. Or what about that job? You know, the one you gave all your blood, sweat, and tears, and you still got the same fucking title after 40 years. And you were scared to get fired because you was hoping to retire, and no one mentioned there is no pension. I hope this sits in while you're in your 8 by 10. And them dope boys, they usually die often. And the reality of their 8 by 10 is usually a coffin or in hell, coughing from the smoke. The devil produces a slow choke, inflicting wrath on his ghetto fat family, leaving them broke with lots of dope and no hope. But newsflash, this just in. The Reverend has committed 7 deadly sins, but he's been acquitted from his 8 by 10 because he let the devil in. He's been doing half the choir in and tricking with lesbians and keeping secrets from the deacons, but the Reverend is human too. I'm quite sure he's got his reasons. You see, the true answer is to wait on faith, because faith works, but faith without works is dead works. Patience hurts. Even the darkness has its perks. And if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And it was the power of prayer that got Jonas out of the whale. He had enough belief to make Mary hail. And just like him, I'm going to lay still in the belly of the beast. I've been arrested, but I can't be digested because I'm protected by him in my 8 by 10 MPs.
That's my dog.
Let's go with
dog.
Let's go with.
Woo! I love it.
Let's go with.
Ooh,
Real talk.
You got a fan. You got a fan. You got plenty of fans in here in the chat, man.
Wow.
Somebody asked, did you have a manager?
Thank you.
Let's
Wow.
go with.
Yeah, he got one. Black Love Poetry Series.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's lovely. Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate
You're welcome.
that. Woo. One of my favorites in there was I think you said coughing on an inhale.
I said the young ones are steady. The devil is had them usually coughing from the smoke. The devil produces a slow choke, inflicting wrath on his ghetto fab family, leaving them broke with lots of dope. Damn.
Heavy stuff, bro. Like I said,
Yeah,
man. I know I need this kind of poetry. I know I need the real.
Yeah,
right up my alley. Okay. And I think that's a nice way to get the next round of trivia started. All right. So we're all multiple hat wearers here, so we're just going to take that hat off for a second. All right. You smashed it. Okay. The mic's on fire. Thank you for that. Let's just let it cool down a little bit and get some trivia going. So this round, I definitely want to make sure I give you guys an opportunity to steal. I think like every question, I'm going to give you a chance to steal, so we can get. But Should I make it so that if you get it, if you try to steal and you get it wrong, you lose a point? I'm wondering.
No,
I don't know.
Only if it's
Here comes the fuckery. Here comes the fuckery.
Not us.
Me can't deal with the blood clot fuckery.
All right, so let's not do that. Since all right, so Pat, this is what we're gonna do. You're still gonna be able to steal points, or steal a question, but you will not lose a point if you do not get it right. All right, boom. You know what? We're gonna start this round off with Bo. You ready for a category, sir?
Let's go.
All right, give it to us.
Let's do movies. We're gonna do movies.
Okay. What is the name of the character that plays the love interest for Darius in the film Love Jones? What is the name of the character?
I hate typing. Flag on the play.
It's probably you.
That's on us?
Leave him alone. No, you
No,
take
this is for you, Bo.
I'm saying, is he
Oh,
putting is it multiple choice or I'm just answering
Yes,
straight out?
choice. It's multiple choice. My apologies, sir. I was reading a comment. Sorry. Yes, there's a lot of grown-ish going on in here. Taz has words. Just to respond to you. All right, cool.
I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow.
All right. There you go. How we thinking here?
I mean, B. I'm going with B.
You're going with B. Okay.
Huh?
That is actually not correct. It
What?
is not Nina. It is actually not Nina. For the steal, April J.
No, she ain't on the team. They're on the same team. Tactical steal. Flag on flag.
I'm just going.
It's the baritones against the beauties. Okay?
Yes.
Write it down.
I'm not feeling this. You're all right. Woo woo. Woo woo.
Yeah,
Come on. Let's get it together.
It's their turn. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. We don't want you
No,
to feel
check
some
this
kind of
out.
way.
Listen to me one real quick. The question I'm asking is just for each person to get a point. Now I'm gonna have a question for Akil. I'm gonna have a question for Mr. Whispers shortly, but this question is to see if April can get it. I'm moving down the line here a certain way. It's
Thank
methodical.
you very
It
much.
might seem like it's cheating. I'll see y'all in there in the chat. I'll see y'all. But
Yeah. Y'all get it. Y'all see it. Y'all see the. Yeah. This is a travesty.
All right, April.
Yes.
All right, April. What do you think?
So the question is, who is his love interest?
Yeah. What is the character's name? Mm-hmm.
In the movie? Okay. but I mean, because I that's A, Simone.
Yeah, she can read.
No,
man, I was saying Nina. I was gonna say Nina too.
it is not Simone.
Can we still?
But
Mr.
Can we still?
The process of elimination. You ain't got but two, and there's two of y'all left. So
And
Well,
let's
y'all
see
should have got it right. Y'all should have got it right.
I'm so
Yeah.
lost.
all right, cool. Go ahead,
What's
man.
the answer?
Answer the question, man. Answer the question, Akil. Damn it.
Oh, it's on me? I thought it was Whisper. I thought he said
No,
Whisper.
I'm just messing with you.
No.
I was just leave this on.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
on
you ain't got
Whisper.
but two answers left, bro.
And both
Process
of
of
them are wrong.
elimination. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
And not me, man. And not me, man. And not me. I'm gonna get that to a kill. I'm gonna get that to a kill. Come on.
Huh?
You gonna
Akil,
pass?
answer the question, Akil.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, he passed.
passing.
All right.
He
I'll
gave
let
up his
you.
answer then. So what you got, Akil?
I say Nia. I don't know.
You are correct. It is Nia.
Yeah.
What?
Run that. Yeah.
Who is Leah? I see what I'm watching tonight.
N-I-A.
Yeah, Nia.
I think Mr. Whispers, you're up now, right? For the category?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You know, hey, you know, my mama say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Movies.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I got it. Thank you, Looney. The name of the person who plays the love interest. Okay.
No, he said the character.
I thought
The
he said
name
the
of the
character
character.
too.
Yeah, the character.
Right.
So ain't it Nina? I thought her name was Nina.
That was her nickname.
Oh Lord, I'm with you, Dad. I'm with you, Dad, because I'm
okay.
back and watch
Keep
tonight.
listening. Keep listening. Keep reading for the right answer. You say I'm fine. Get you.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Whispers, it's your turn. We're not listening.
Okay. Can I get some, do I get some multiple choices or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got you coming right here with movies. I think I got it in general. I need you to please select a different category, Mr. Whispers.
Want me to select a different category?
Y'all done.
Movies is
somebody done paid you. Somebody done paid you to get us off the movie.
Y'all been leading on the movies. He ran out. Sold out.
Hey, I know when to stay in my forte, sweetheart.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Right?
man.
And not stress too.
Okay. How about we say poets and musicians?
okay. All right, poets and musicians. There we go. Okay. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong. The man I love, and when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile. I'll understand, and in a little while, he'll take my hand. And though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Did this come from?
Who's that typing?
Man, who the hell? Right. That ain't even no computer. That's a typewriter. That's a typewriter, man. That loud keyboard.
No, I was answering that text. She know I was in that text.
That's
She
we know now.
know I was in the text. That's a
Keyboard.
text. That's a text.
Man,
Okay.
please.
Read the text,
Someday he'll
April.
come along. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong. The man I love.
What's
Okay.
the multiple question? What's the multiple choice?
Okay.
I'm going to go.
Wait for the multiple.
I got it. I got it.
Wait for the multiple, dog. Wait for the multiple.
I know, but I got it. I got the multiple. The multiple in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. Okay. The multiple is A, Etta James, B, Diana Ross, C, Kelly Rowland, and D, Lauryn Hill. I think I'm going to go with Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
She said BC Andy.
Indeed. All right. So you got an answer locked in. That is not correct, though.
How would it bomb buckle like this, no man?
Well, I'll pass this now. Pass this on to April J.
How the hell's going on? I thought it was supposed to say, what the hell?
No, you got to swing. You got to swing to my partner, man.
Yeah, we can.
We're going a different direction now. Stay with me now.
Oh, well, okay.
So sensitive. Why are you so sensitive tonight? Why are you so sensitive?
Wow.
April J. April J. Let's steal.
Yes. I am going to say Ella Fitzgerald.
Okay. That's not one of the choices.
It is.
No.
Etta James. I'm sorry.
No.
Etta James. Oh, you know what I meant. Etta James, whatever.
Etta James is correct.
Thank you. I'm sorry, looking at the names.
Okay, Akita, you are up. Yeah, this one was Etta.
Lord.
Category for you.
Oh Lord. What's the categories here? Let me see what you got. Can you post that again? Because there's a lot of people talking. Jeez.
There it is.
All right, let's do Def Poetry Jam again.
Okay. A brilliant and well-known thinker and spoken word poet appeared on Def Poetry Jam with a scroll. Was it A, excuse me, pardon me. Was it A, Saul Williams? Was it B, Black Ice? Was it C, Sonny Patterson? Or was it D, Jill Scott?
With a scroll.
No damn
scroll. Very well-known thinker. I'm gonna say, is it Sonny or Saul? Sonny or Saul?
I think it's Saul, man. I think it's Saul, man.
Hey.
All right, I'm gonna go with A, Saul Williams.
That is correct.
Yes! 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 Tell him when he's won, Bob. Tell him when he's won.
You want a point? All right. Bo, you are up. Give it to me.
Let's go with Def Poetry Jam.
Okay.
Okay.
It ain't a feature half of them.
All right, here we go.
You better get this right.
Wow.
So this television network that carried Def Poetry Jam also featured an animated program called Happily Ever After, Fairy Tales for Every Child. This network was A, Mr. Nick Sr.'s first child, Nick Jr. Was it B? Was it B, BET minus? Was it C, HBO? Or was it D, Fox 5? Which one was it, Bo?
It was C.
HBO, it was.
Yes, sir.
That's because I featured half of them. As Akil said, they've been features on my show, so it is what it is.
Oh, that's dope.
They know that.
Everybody want to come to the cafe, man. It is what it is. Stand on that freaking bearskin rug, bro. Yeah, they want to stand on their bearskin rug behind that retro microphone and spit.
That's what's up. All right, so quick check on the scoreboard. Mr. Akil Ali leading with 6 points. Yes, I've got 4 points for Mr. Whispers. I've got 4 points for Empress April J. And I've got 4 points on the board for Bo Ward. Looking good. Yeah, looking good.
Yeah, tell them when he's won, Bob.
Still my nerves.
I picked it up. April?
See some Hall cough drops.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what you get for cheating.
Some Hall's cough drops, a bottle of water.
Okay, April, you are up.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Category.
Category. Okay. Oh, shoot. I got to scroll all the way back from categories.
I'll let's see if I can repost it for you.
Let's see. Okay.
Limerick.
Let's wait for your repost. Who do I want? You said there are no more movies? There are no more movies?
Yeah, you guys. Murder movies category. I gotta come up with something.
Darn it. Okay, I'll take my chances.
There we go.
Ooh, not those chances. Finish it. Okay, Looney, finish it already.
Finish it already. Okay.
If I'm bad at this, Looney, it's me and you.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
The graves, a fine and private place. Finish this line. The grave is a fine and private place. Is the next line, and there you can hide your face? Or is it B, but none, I think, do there embrace? Or is it C, and holds an end to every chase? Or D, quiet and dark and dim? Me trying to post those in here for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to post those because I'm the grave's a fine and private place. Really, that? Now you gonna back out? Now you gonna bow out? You've been on it the whole night. Okay. Wow. A grave's a fine and private place, and there you can hide your face, but none I think do their embrace, and holds into every chase, quiet and dark and dim. You want me to finish? Oh, okay. And there you can hide your face, but none in. The grave's a fine and private place. But none,
Rudy.
I think, do their embrace. I say B2.
Well, you are correct. Yeah! Shout out
to you. Yeah, good job.
Okay.
Hey?
Because I picked D. I'd have been all checked up.
Thank you, Looney.
Okay. So we've got 10 minutes left of the show. Let's see if we can wrap up a few more questions, but you're going to get back on teams now because we're going to wrap this up with a team victory. Somebody or two people are going to win and claim the title at the end. So let's do a quick tally. Akil Ali and Mr. Whispers currently at 10 points as a team. April J. Armstrong and Bo currently at 9 points as a team.
Right.
Where we started to where we're at, it's close. Now, before we finish up, I would just be absolutely thrilled if within this 10 minutes I can ask a couple more questions, and you, Akil,
Yes,
and April, if you guys can give us like a snippet of something more, a poem, a part, a little piece, a little snippet, maybe a minute or so of something. Yeah.
I got a short one. Yeah.
And okay.
You can do that.
All right.
Now. Oh, okay. Now.
You can.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can do it. You can go into it now.
Okay. Short piece called "Dreaded Reality."
Dreaded reality. Look.
My mind is a knowledgeable mind, a dreaded mind of seismic vibration, elevating me to rejuvenation, celebrating a Nubian nation. But let me pause and take a breath before I begin to relate to you the mental state that grew from the dreaded roots, producing an impressionable peach of the lobe, but the pit is where you will find my astronomical globe. Embedded deep within this naturalistic sin of human nature is the beauty of Nefertiti, this treaty between the Sahara sands, Egyptian-laden lands. The compromise, my life for your dreaded truth, is what I am seeking. Till next time. Peace.
Ooh. Quick.
Let's go, April J. Let's go.
Love it.
Let's
All right.
go.
Brother Akil Ali, give it to us, man.
We are Black Love. Allow me to explain our movement. Black Love Poetry Series is a monument. It's the epitome of the power of love. Behold the catalyst, pushing the people to love themselves above all else. This is a labor of love to know one's wealth. To take back our true history is our only mission. Through poetic visions, we want all other cultures to learn one important lesson. We birth your existence. We demand inclusion and acceptance on a level playing field in business. Our resistance is everlasting against the typecasting of an age-old stereotype. Highlighting the talented, encouraging the bright. We are the power behind the good fight. We're the full spectrum of all light. Black love is indeed out of sight. Don't you want some? Come get you some in peace.
Get it, poet. That's that
Thank
work.
you guys so
Let's
much.
go. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, Bo, if you're up to it, brother, please, can you delight us with a minute or something, man? And you too,
minute?
Mr. Whispers, just a little something. Yeah, please, just because I
Okay.
still want to. Yeah, all right. It's all yours.
Got you. Which you want to go with like a half a piece with, or you want me to go?
Go ahead. I'm coming right after you.
Okay. Now I want to take just a minute to speak on every Black woman in this world's behalf. See, because Black women, I know that half of you would never take half of a moment just to brag on yourselves, so I'll take full pleasure in doing that for you. Because I truly adore you, would do anything for you, so this evening I stand here before you, because to ignore you, well, that would be a sin. Even bigger than the one of me not knowing where to begin, but for that particular sin, I should be forgiven, because to you there is no end. See, where so many end, you just begin, and vice versa, because from the very beginning, you've always been much more than just a woman. See, you're my mother, my sister, my wife, my daughter, my friend. And being that you come from within makes us more than just kin and much deeper than skin. And within that notion, you should be celebrated and elevated. So I've dedicated this just to praise you, to prove that angels are real and only God could have made you so heavenly. So you weigh heavily on my mind. And please forgive me if I tend to get a little emotional at times, just due to the fact I know that without you, there would be no me. And although she comes from him, that makes we all one. The Heavenly Father, Mother, and the Son. That's just half of that piece right there. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Y'all can catch it if y'all tune in to the Beautiful Soul Cafe this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. Make sure y'all do that for sure.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Whispers, give it to us, brother. Give it to us.
Sometimes I feel like maybe her design is different. Like maybe something is missing. It's been a long time since affection and kissing, and I was reminiscing about the past, even if there is a future, but I keep losing my soul for you. And I keep trying to hold on to the materialized emotions that have been gone before I realize what happened. And I'm trapped in this bitterness. I keep asking God for forgiveness because I really don't want to hate you. And this love made me feel like a caged elf to sit in one place chasing his tail. I'm only human after all, so don't put your blame on me, and I won't put mine on you. And if you want me to rest, do on Wednesday, and I got you. Yes.
Man, that's it? Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go, Wiz.
You want more? You want more? You want more? Bring your ass.
Yeah.
You should have came last night, player. That's Hassan the Humble right there. That's Hassan the Humble. Oh, wow.
You're absolutely right, Akil. Facts, man. I
Yeah.
gotta listen to that episode.
Yeah.
That's right. That was last night. That was Tease. Oh man. You folks are absolutely dynamic. Extremely gifted, extremely talented. I'm so happy that I was able to host you for this show, man. Wow.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
And just big ups to the folks who came through. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. The engagement. Indeed. I love it. And so do our special guests. All right. Let's go ahead and get a couple more questions in, and let's call our winner. So readjust your hats now. All right. Take off that performer hat for a second. Get back on a trivia hat. And I think, who's up? Hey, Bowen, April, Mr. Whispers, Akil. Okay, your team now. I need a team. I need a team category.
All right, Wes, we gotta get this.
Okay. So we on our it's on us for the category, huh?
Yeah, together.
Okay.
Both of you can come to me.
Let's go back to let's go back to deaf poetry.
Okay. All right. Here we go. In 2006, matter of fact,
don't be texting him in the background, Akil. Don't be doing all that.
Hey, I ain't doing that.
You trying to hold that 1 point lead.
They call me Jack Lane.
Here's your question, team. Def Poetry Jam ran from 2002 to 2007. And during that time, many well-known names appeared on the program. But this person did not. Was it A, Malcolm, not X, Jamal Warner, doing his poem called I Love My Woman? Or was it B, Cedric the Entertainer, doing his poem Untitled? Or was it C, D'Angelo, doing his poem Half Naked? Or was it D, Adele Givens, Funny, doing her poem That Shit Ain't Funny?
Yeah, post that up. Let me see that again. Let me see it. Post that.
2006.
Now this has to be
2002 to 2007.
Now, here's the thing: because we're on the at the end of the show. If April and Bo steal, they're getting 2 points for this.
Well, post the answers, players.
I want
to post it. Get back on your screen. They posted.
I want to go with. I want to go
away from the screen to Google. That's why you can't see the answers. They've been up there.
Nah, people are too fast.
Nah,
I want to.
Nah, bro.
I'm gonna go. What'd you think? I want
to go with D. You say Adele. I'm thinking D. D'Angelo. C. D'Angelo.
Yeah, I'm gonna back my partner. That's your final answer.
Yes.
Okay. We say D'Angelo. Yeah!
Correct.
Get out.
Yeah, man. You know how I know that? Because D'Angelo was locked up for rape around them times. He couldn't have been on the show.
I'm gonna need you not to know trivia like that. Like
about Cat's jail records. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Good deal.
Just mute his mic.
Wow.
That's it. So they are our winners. They are going to be our winner.
Yeah.
Because
Slam dunk it, Shaq.
Yes,
I'm Kobe. That's Shaq. Yo, what?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask one more question, though, if that's okay. April and Bo.
Yes.
Okay. Can I get a team category from you?
Bo, your choice.
Pick it, April.
Your choice. That way you can't blame me.
No, I'm not gonna blame you anyway. Let's go.
Y'all already lost. It don't matter.
We on the team.
That's right. It's not over.
Yeah.
What he said. Yep, what Bo said. What'd you say, Bo?
Yeah, we on the team. Go ahead and pick. I'm good.
Okay. I miss my movies, man. Shoot. Okay. All right. That's poetry. It's late.
Deaf poetry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. In 2006, Kanye West appeared on Def Poetry and performed a piece called, was it A, Jesus walks but can run if he has to? Was it B, Jesus and hats? Was it C, wiretapped? Or was it D, bittersweet?
Bo. I'm not a Kanye West fan.
Me neither.
I'm really not. No, I'm so not.
I think it was bittersweet.
You know what? Go drink some tea. I know he got that song A, right? I know that much.
Yes, Jesus walks, but can run if he has to.
I know that last part just throws me, and I'm like, is that part of the song? But it's all.
It don't matter. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, we're gonna say A. We're gonna take it.
This one is bittersweet.
I just said that. Bittersweet. I just said it. I think we should get that point.
Y'all still lost.
Man, you can't get no point, man.
Oh man, I can't steal. We can't steal. Wow.
Much better the first time.
Hey, Whispers. You know we gonna promote this. Baritones wins.
Yes, baritones win.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh no, you good. You good, April. No big deal.
Wow.
We good.
We'll let them have that because the field was crying a little bit. So
Right. Yes. You want to give it to them. They did earn it. They
did.
They played hard.
They did.
Tell us what we run, Bob.
The pictures speak for themselves up there on that little thing, them little circles up there. We ain't gonna say nothing about nothing else. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, y'all got my boy choking over there, man. What the hell going on?
Yeah. The pictures up there, man. You see it?
I swear.
I keep telling Bo, I'll do all right. Yo.
Wow.
Bro.
I really enjoyed your company. Oh man, you guys are absolutely lovely. Just amazing individuals. I would love for us to do this again. I know I got to check in and vibe with you guys. You guys got stuff going on all throughout the week. So there's always something that folks can check out. Let me see here real quick. We'll run through them. On Sundays at 7 p.m., you have the Pick a Poet Showcase. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. On Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, that's your oral diction with yourself, Poetess April J. On Tuesdays at 8 p.m., you guys can check out the Akil Ali Show with April J. And on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, check out The Flame Within right here with Mr. Whispers. On Thursdays at 7 p.m., again, that is the beautiful Soul Cafe hosted by Bo Ward.
The beautiful poet.
the beautiful poet, Mr. Bo Ward. Yeah. And the first and third Fridays at 9 p.m., you guys have the Soulful Expressions going on. And on the first and third Saturdays, you have the Born to Write variety show, which I think is kind of new, if I'm not mistaken, right? Fairly new show on the platform.
Born to Write variety show. It's on selected Saturdays.
Okay. All right. And then the fifth Fridays or scheduled special events, we do the Hip Hop Court at 8 p.m., hosted by the Honorable Judge Akil Ali. And then the second and fourth Fridays at 11 p.m. is where you get Tease, the show I got to check out, the Erotic Poetry Playground. This theatrical poetic show explores our sexuality through reenactments of ancient times to historical moments that define Black sex and love. Hosted by Machiavelli, the Maniac, and Chocolate Pudding, a.k.a. April J. Armstrong. Listen in while they role play your erotic poetry fetishes away. Sounds fun, a good time. You guys have so much going on. I hope and encourage all of the listeners to stay connected and make sure they check out what's cooking in the kitchen. So I just want to big it up one more time for doing what you do. I know that it's a grind. I can't even relate because you got the magnitude, but you're a team, but it's still an inspiration and an example of how to use communication, use our voice, and use poetry as a vehicle to spread love and positivity and be as constructive as we can out there when we're building, when we're amongst each other, and when we're getting together with each other. So I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I want to thank. Go ahead,
before
bro.
you close out, the one thing that is not on that list: all of our advertisers get a poetic commercial. Yeah.
So if you guys are interested, keep that in mind. And I know your platform, your social media platforms have quite the reach. And when you connect, you also leverage that as well in your relationships. So yeah, you guys definitely want to stay in touch with the Black Love Poetry Series Network and this crew to see what they got going on. I want to thank everybody for their support and tuning in. I really hope you had a fun time. I welcome your feedback and your questions as always. I want to shout out our sponsor, CompuFix Solutions. You can visit them at CompuFix.net and book your on-demand help desk technician. And whether you enjoyed listening or vibing in the chat, I cannot wait to have you back at the Pod Poets Lounge. Follow us at Naquel Poetry on IG, and you can donate to this program via Cash App at $Naquel Poetry. One more time, again, special thanks to our guest artists for stopping by.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate this platform. No doubt.
Hey, man, it was a pleasure, a true pleasure having you all on the show, evidenced by the smile on my face. Stay safe, my pod peeps. Stay positive. Have a good night and take good care. Peace.